Guys, welcome back to the Top Percentile YouTube channel. My name is Vidhan, and today we have a very special guest with us because she was here with us 2 years back when she had gotten into JBIMS MSc Finance. And today, again, she's here after 2 years after she's done with the course and she's just started working. So, thank you so much, Shavni, for being with us. Thank you so much for finding some time and being with us.
So thank you, Vidhan, for having me. And it's such a pleasure to be on this side of the meeting now. I
Yeah.
was on that side and now I'm in this side. So it feels really elastic.
Yeah, I understand the feeling is starting में when you got into JBMS and abhi now that you started working.
Yeah.
Tabhi on that side as a student and abhi on this side as an alum, so feels great. So
Yes.
let me start with my first question. ठीक है? 2 years ago, in the same chair, you had told me that there were two things you wanted from JBMS. You wanted a crazy network and you wanted a crazy salary. So now, after 2 years, did JBMS actually give you that?
Yes, of course, because when I was in JBIMS, I had a chance to connect with so many people, like not just from MSc Finance, but from MMS, from MHRD. They have different, like all my peers have different backgrounds. They came from engineering, some are architecture, some were from agriculture, and the kind of case lectures we had, they are from the different industries, different sectors. So kind of got to know and got to chat with them. And also, of course, as I was a part of alumni committee, so I got to talk to a lot of alums, which are now the industry experts. They are in different industries. And also, as I started working now, in my workplace, I have so many JBIMS alums. So it's very good to hang out with them, to learn from them because they are on the senior positions. So now I'm getting to learn from them, and it's a kind of a holistic exposure that the JBIMS has provided me. So I would say it's a very good thing. And second, about the placements, yeah, the JBIMS has given the good placement for me, and also in terms of the roles, the role that the company has provided me, it's exactly what I wanted. So I'm really happy about it, and I'm really excited to work in future as well.
Guys, salary तो हम reveal नहीं कर सकते, but I know Azaria and I know
Yes.
it's crazy and I know her role also. So ICICI में you can stalk her on LinkedIn. You can text her on LinkedIn. I'm not sure if she'll reply or no. Would depend करेगा how much time she has. But you can stalk her on LinkedIn. Anyway, Shavni, starting में we knew that JBIMS MSc Finance में there are around 40 people a year. So
Yeah.
what surprised you the most in the first month? Good and bad. Matlab, sometimes people feel it's a good thing, sometimes you feel it's not a good thing. What do you think?
So I'll start with the good first. First of all, we all like out of 400 people, we were the only 40 ones who has got into JBIMS. So it was a huge moment for us, all of us, to get into JBIMS itself. And then when we had our induction for the first 10 days, it was really hectic, I would say. From morning to the night, you are staying at JBIMS, and it was something very new for me. I haven't done something like that before, but it was kind of new experience. There were people from our batch who had finance background and who knew the things like ratios and all those financial terms. But as someone who is from the non-finance background, so I'm an engineer, so I didn't know anything about finance, no such core topics and everything. So it was kind of very so it was creating the negative impact as well as the positive, because I got that push that I have to learn this, I have to learn that. So I started learning, taking initiatives and talking to people, understanding from them. So all these things happened. So that was the good as well as the bad part that is there in the first month. And also you'll get to talk to the professors as well. So they are the industry expert, and they'll make sure that you have that basic understanding of the things. So you have to keep push yourself to the core, and you have to give your 110% if you want to stay in that league.
Got it. Got it. Amazing. Amazing. So also, could you? talk to us about your summer internship. Like, what was the first thing that you did during the summer internship, and what during the last week, how it was? I mean, what was the change like? First day से last day तक.
Okay, so I did my summer internship in Pocket Fund, which was the micro private equity firm. So we handled basically the SaaS businesses in acquiring and the we kind of buy side advisory. We worked as a buy side advisory there. So initial first week was kind of as it was a startup. The first week was gone into learning all those private equity stuff, like how we can handle the clients, what are the different business models are there, and how we can work as a team together to gain profits from the industry. Then, as I move into the internship, like I spent 1 or 2 months in the internship. So when as the last week, so I understood how the flow of the PE firm works, what all buy side advisory do, how it help client, how it help acquirer, the seller, and the buyer as a mediator to work on the to have this kind of exposure. Like as a buy side advisory, we used to help buyer find the seller and seller find the buyer. So we used to take the compensation or the commission, I would say, from that deal. So I got an exposure to many of such businesses, mainly in the SaaS industries, which is the software as a services. So it was a kind of new industry for me. Earlier, before joining the internship, I didn't know any such thing exist or not. But after joining that, I got exposure to the kind of new industry, and I got to know what all financial factors like EBITDA, what all MRR, ARR is, and all those things. And also got an exposure to talk to clients from all over the world, like US clients. We handle US clients, Canadian clients, and the like Asian clients also. So I got an exposure to clients all over the world. So it was a nice experience. And on the last week itself, I was like fully aware of how the PE firm works and how what are the backend things that they need to focus on, what all term sheets and what are how the transactions work and everything. So it was kind of a new industry for me, and I got to learn a lot from that internship.
That's crazy. I mean, getting PE exposure during summer internship and that to a startup where, पूरा end to end पता होना चाहिए and you're
Yeah.
working with everyone. That's like crazy
Yes.
exposure. And guys, that's what JBIMS MSc Finance gives you because these firms trust you because you're from a top college and then they are willing to give you that much responsibility and they trust you as well with those things which other colleges can't give you. So which is why try your level best if you're interested in finance and HR, then only you should go for MSc Finance and MHRD. If not, MMS is always there. You just don't get into the college for the brand name. Only if these things interest you, that's when you get into them. All right. Shavni, also, can you talk to us a little about your live projects and your competitions that happened during JBMS?
Okay, so we got an exposure to a lot of case competitions and live projects. I'll first go on to my live project. So I've done my live project from Agron Partners, which is an IV firm. So basically, my role was to do the financial modeling. So I had allocated with the Tata Steel industry. So I have to do the financial modeling on that, and based on that, I have given the solutions whether to buy the stock in the market or not, and how is the current industry going on. And it was a very holistic nature that I got an exposure to, like how the things work, what all quantitative as well as the qualitative analysis that we have to perform, what are the comparable company analysis we have to perform. So all these financial factors as well as qualitative, like sector wise, how the steel industries is going on, and is there any global economic thing that is currently happening, or how it is affecting uh, the steel industry in India. So all these things I had an exposure to deal with. So it was the live project. And talking about the case competitions, we do have several case competitions like HSBC case competitions and all those things. So we also won few of them, and we went we went to the certain colleges, certain companies to give our solution, to present our solution. So I remember one such case form where they have given the NBFC, and they wanted to expand their business into the rural tier 2, tier 3 cities. Then they asked us to make a financial model for that, and how can you expand that to the tier 2, tier 3 cities, because those people are financially not very well financially literate. So how do you cope up with that, and how do you deal with that? So that was the case study that we have been given, and based on that we have made certain solutions, and including AI and all those things into the picture, and we won that case comp. So that was it.
Very interesting. I've never won one. एक जीता हूँ आई थिंक सेकंड या थर्ड आया था दैट वाज आल्सो जस्ट बिफोर JBIMS वी हैड एनरोल्ड एंड
Okay.
I've gone for the final JSW ये सब के but never won a
Yeah,
competition.
JSW1.
Yeah, but that's like crazy. Winning a competition is crazy because you compete with people from all the top B schools
Yes.
and winning
Yes.
is amazing. All right. Shavni, my penultimate question would be, we all know that 18 से 20 लाख average है MSc Finance में around 6 to 8 lakhs fees. But beyond the number, what's that one thing that you wish that you had known before you had joined JBMS, which
So,
you can share with the students that they can take care of before joining?
okay, so I would suggest that everyone sees the ROI and the placement reports. But I would say before coming to JBIMS, there are certain things which I think that I should be known of, is that you should be aware of what course you are applying to. If you are giving interview for MSc Finance, know the basics, know what all things comes under your curriculum, because I have seen so many people who don't know what all subjects are there, what they will be studying for the next 2 years. They don't know anything about it. So I'll suggest to see what all things are there, because the curriculum is available on the website itself for MHRD or MSc Finance or MMS. There is a course available. See if you can, if you have that kind of inclination towards finance or not. Because just because you're getting package, just because you are getting higher ROI, it doesn't mean that you are interested in finance or doing any kind of HR. So make sure that you know where your inclination is, have basic understanding of the things, and clear cut idea like what are you doing for the next 2 years, what you will be doing, where you want to go. Have the basic understanding of the industry, how the financial industry, like there are like BFSI sectors, consulting or anything. So you should know that all those things, and that's what I will suggest, to go to the basic, go to the curriculum, because everyone applies, and then people will tell that, okay, I didn't get selected, just because you don't know the basics, you haven't been to the curriculum. So you just have to see that, and then you go for the interview or anything.
Very well said. I mean, मेरे को तो लगता है that sometimes people even clear the interview, but once they get into the college, it's very difficult for them.
Yeah.
I have known a few people who've actually cried, like calling me and cried that Vedant, you're not able to cope up with whatever is happening in
Yes.
MSc Finance. कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कैसे करना है. So
Yes.
it's very important that you go through all the things which are there in the syllabus, like Shavni said, and see if you're
because the
liking it, मन कर रहा है कि नहीं. Yeah.
because the subjects are very core, like IB or the fixed income. So these are very core financial subjects that they will be teaching us.
Hmm.
So they should know what all subjects are there, and whether he or she will be able to cope up with that or anything. Because the lecturers, the professors who are teaching there, they are the industry expert, and they have this perception that, okay, if you are coming for MSc Finance, then you have the basic
Correct.
understanding of finance.
Hmm.
So you should know those things.
Right, right, right. Correct. Hey, Shani, one final question that I have. I want your advice for the students, for two types of students. The ones who would be going for the interview for MSc Finance MHRD this year, and for the ones who would be preparing for CET 27 and would be applying for MSc Finance next year. What suggestion do you have for them?
Okay, so for the first of all, for this year students who are appearing for the interview, make sure that on a D day you are not panicking. You are just giving your 100%, because there will be people who have better knowledge, better understanding of the course, but make sure that you're giving your 100%. Don't focus on others, just focus on how you are doing your better, you are giving your better, and make sure that those 5 to 6 hours you are giving your best and not distracting anywhere. What other people are saying, nothing matters there. Just give your best. Have basic understanding. If you are going for HR, have basic understanding is of what SOP is, how the HR interviews work. And if you are going for MSc Finance, then see how the have understanding of the basic terms like repo rate, reverse repo rate, all those things, and then go for it. And for the next year students who are appearing for the 27, and I would suggest to prepare yourself for the best. Give your give the CET a better shot and have the clear understanding of where you want to go. Whether you want to go for general management like MMS, whether you want to go for the core finance like MSc Finance or MHRD. So it completely depends on your inclination, and start working on it now only. Because if you are going for MSc Finance 27, then you should have some kind of certifications related to finance, like there are certain NISM certifications. Then you can also do your internships in finance sector. So start doing things now only, so that you'll have certain things to share in the interview.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that
Right.
suggestion,
Thank you.
Shalini. I hope and I really do hope that our students would have loved this interview and would have learned quite a few things from this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We come up with a video every day and something that would give you a lot of knowledge and also make you aware of what are the different things going around. For example, cap round अगर चालू हो गया तो we'll notify you about that. एमफिन शॉर्टलिस्ट आ गया तो उसका कब चालू हो रहा है, everything and many such interviews as well. So thank you guys. Thank you so much, Shavni, for being with us.
Thank you so much, Vedant, for the opportunity.